Hi everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, building a quality build. Let's go, let's continue, right? So I was able to do one co-op run on the gargoyles, very early in the morning though. I don't know, after, it was on a Saturday, so at around 10 or 11 a.m. You see a lot of summon signs, right? But this was captured like at 7 a.m. Yeah, I woke up really early. So my sign was actually the only one there, and I did get picked up. So yeah, I have enough souls to buy myself 8 Titanite shards, plus the one that you already own, which allows me to get a claymore to +5, which is absolutely awesome. Definitely a nice boost in our damage, especially with the gargoyles coming up, which is actually not the boss that we killed today, but more on that later. So I decided to do a little run for the grass crest shield and the leather armor. I was hoping to get my fast roll on, but I need the ring of favor and protection and 20 endurance if I did my maths right. But yeah, once we go into the Undead Burg, we can snag the dark leather set, which is even lighter, so we can get around using the Ring of Favor and Protection, which is a ring that I do recommend, and we will pick that up in the next episode as well. Today is a bit of a shorter one because I didn't want to take on the gargoyles. I wanted to save that for the next episode, so we can start with a bang, right? And then we can collect our Ring of Favor and Protection, and we can tackle the lower burg, I guess. Maybe I will do another detour into this forest, because I didn't grab Havel's ring. But I don't know. We did snag another ring though, and this crystal lizard was a godsend. Look at that. 2 twinkling titanites and 2 large titanite shards. Awesome. As soon as we can get our hands on the large ember, we are actually able to ascend the claymore to +6, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, here's the leather armor. I also picked up a longbow and some arrows. So I checked the stats, and yes, it is a little bit lighter. Still, no fast roll. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. Even with the heater shield, no fast roll. How well. I will have to deal with the mid-roll. I should... yeah, I really should get used to the mid-roll. I honestly should, but I'm always playing fast-rolling characters, right? That's always my go-to. I barely use any poise on my armor, which is another mistake. But since you can have 40 poise from the wolf ring, which is the ring that we did get later on, yeah, we wouldn't need that much poise from armor. That should allow us actually to get a decent little armor. I failed to parry there, didn't remember that, but it happens. And in this episode, I actually died, which also happens. Nice little setup parry there, though. Yeah, so that actually happens, guys. I didn't pay too much attention, and I thought like I could easily do it. But in the back of my mind, I knew it probably wasn't a good idea to not sit at a bonfire. But we will talk about that when we hit that point. Not that far down the line, though. Just circle around the Black Knight, got the blue Titanite chunk out of it. We don't have any use for it. Or maybe we will have to see, but I don't think so. Maybe we can feed it to Framped. But here's the Grass Crest shield, which boosts your stamina regen, but you only have a block of 95 for physical, so you would take a little bit of chip damage. Shouldn't be that bad though. And as you can see, without the shield, we are getting our fast roll on. So there's not much that we need to invest into endurance, I guess. I want to get to 20 endurance and 20 vitality either way. That's kind of the sweet spot for me before tackling Zen's Fortress. I always want to land there. So yeah, there's 2 school of thoughts in leveling your character. Most of the people will tell you go for vitality and endurance first. Don't invest into your scaling stats unless you need to for a weapon or a miracle to actually cast it, but bring your vitality up and your endurance up first. I like to do it a little bit differently. I like to get to know my build, essentially, and that goes for all builds that I do build. I always get to 2020 first, and then I bring my scaling stats up. Strength and dex at least to 2020 as well, and then I usually go back to the vitality and endurance setup, so I can get to 40 endurance as fast as I can, and have a longer health bar as well. But with caster builds, faith builds often go out there with not even reaching 2020 on wit and endurance, instead 30 faith, or at least 25, so I can join the Sun Bros, which is always good fun. I just love to bump that stats around if I get invaded, and that's the one thing. I'm in my human form and I'm in the forest, or the outskirts of the forest. The chance to get invaded is kind of high here, especially past that door, which we didn't open because we didn't buy the crest that we would need to. So here's the bonfire that I decided not to sit at, which I regretted pretty fast. But you know what, I did cut out the run back for you guys, so you don't have to sit through that. But that was a bummer, honestly. I was like, okay, first things first, let me grab the wolf ring for the 340 poise, right? We want that. That means we can run around in light armor and still be decently poised for PvE. In my opinion, the wolf ring is enough for PvE. It just happens to be not enough for PvP, but more on that once this character is on level 80, and we will do some invasions. Hopefully, I try to do the Four Kings early, try to get that Dark Wraith Covenant and the Red Eye Orb. That is what I'm after in this playthrough. Just so we can have invasions at level 8. Around level 80, I'd say, is what I would like to be before I fight Gwyn. So we will invade at the end of the playthrough. Probably not in the Berg, maybe in the DLC, but surely in Anorlondo. I think that would be nice. Or not, depends. I always jump down here though after I pick up the wolf ring. I don't know why, the route is just in my head like this. I just like to do it that way, and I always do it that way. That's why I didn't deviate from my normal path that I would take. It kind of messes with your muscle memory and stuff if you do deviate from your usual paths, right? So I was like, yeah, I can make that jump easy. Done it a lot of the times. And here I was like, let's grab the Elite Knight set, right? I don't know if we will be able to use that. We would need Havel's Ring and Ring of Favor and Protection and 40 Endurance to wield 2 pieces or 3 pieces of it without getting forced into a mid-roll with the Claymore. I think that's what my math said. Don't know, I think it's about right though. And I'm not sure if I really want to go that route. But for PvP, I think I should get a little bit more of poise, which means losing the Ring of Favor and Protection. Maybe it's not enough for the Elite Knight set. So yeah, dealing with mid-rolls, those 3 guys ambushed me and I was like, no! Takes a little time to summon Beatrice there. Or Beatrix, or however she's called. Beatrix. No, let's see the summon sign. Witch Beatrice, alright. So yeah, recovered my souls. Especially recovered my 2 humanities in the soft counter. So yeah, I did pop another humanity at the bonfire, reversed, hollowing, to get back into my human form. Yeah, 1 humanity wasted, I guess. But hey, oh well, it happens. Beatrice doing work though, taking down that stone golem like crazy, and I was like, she is the main damage dealer for this boss fight anyways, guys. That's why you're able to do this that early, and with melee characters this boss fight is a bitch. Absolutely. You have to wait until the butterfly comes down, and it's just, really don't like it as a melee build. But with the help of Beatrice, easy going, actually. She deals a ton of damage to this guy. And we also equip the crest shield to offset the magic damage that we will receive if we dodge poorly, which I do count on dodging poorly at some times. It's just how it is. As I saw there, I just went for the block. Nearly took any damage. That was a little bit of chip damage. That's nothing major. We can deal with that, no problems at all. I noticed that I equipped my black fire bombs. I said in the last episode, if I'm not too mistaken, that those will come in handy, and this is why you can support Beatrice here on the takedown of the Moonlight Butterfly. And that's him gone, or her, not really sure about that. Gave a bow to the good old witch Beatrice to pay our respects for the help that she gave us. So yeah, I'm mainly thinking about my health right now, because that health bar ain't looking that healthy, man. That's kind of a short bar you have there going on, buddy. Should do something about it. And we just picked up 10k souls, right? So, a good amount. I think we've invested 2 levels into our vitality, so we are nearing our 2020 mark. Also picked up the Watchtower basement key, as well as the Divine Ember. We won't have a use for the Divine Ember, because we just can't. Endurance is on 20 right now though, but still no fast roll, so Ring of Favor and Protection could fix that, if I'm not too mistaken. I even bumped it to 21. What was I thinking? Nah, but longer stamina bar is always really helpful, and 2 into vitality as well, so we're on 18 there. That is not that bad either. So I was like, okay, let's think. Crest shield, no fast roll. So I took my trousers off again. I know, that was the one thing that I wanted to fix. And I also kindled the bonfire here to get 10 Estus flasks. I like to kindle this bonfire just for New Game Plus cycles. And you can have some really nice invasions here at some... I don't know, hopefully the community stays active for a good while, so we can really have some invasions here in the Burg or the Undead Parish. I think most of the people invade here with their, like, I don't know, +5 chaos weapons and stuff, just to grief the shit out of newer players, but that's not what we're going for. We are going for fun invasions, which means fair fights, right? So yeah, hopefully we can make this happen. We have some cracked red eye orbs, right, that we picked up, so looking for you, channeler up there. I was thinking about equipping my bow, but I remembered I haven't upgraded it, so it's probably not going to work that well. And yeah, so another Boulder Knight up here. Boulder. Can be a bit of a tricky thing to parry and riposte him there. We made a good job. And got another Titanite shard for our troubles, which is awesome. This passage here can be a really not a fun time at all, because those hollows are now buffed. Thank you, channeler, you freaking prick. So they can chew through your health very easily, very quickly. And I got into a little bit of a sticky situation. That last hollow got body blocked by the channeler. That was like, no, please let him through. I want to take him out before I have to deal with the channeler. Luckily, I did realize that I still had my heater shield on, and I was like, I'm doing something wrong here, I'm an idiot. Let's go back and put that crest shield on back on, so we can have good magic defense. And yeah, there we go. That's chip damage again. Not too worried about that. Nice little double kill to finish those guys off. But yeah, we collected a little soul item over here, just a large soul. But we can use them later on. I decided to heal up, actually. Thought, hey, you know what? Another Baldur Knight is coming up with his Baldur side sword. Or the rapier? Is this a rapier guy? No, it's a Baldur side sword guy. So we parried him, reposted him as well on the stairs again, and yet another Titanite shard. So you would have to buy 7 and we could +5 our longbow. But I'm not really sure if I do want to do that. I rather save myself the shards for something else. And we got our humanity back. So I equipped my gold pine resin in preparation for the Gargoyles boss fight, which we will tackle at the start of the next episode. But we had to do a little business first. We had to free Lothric first. Wow, I can't talk, sorry. So yeah, we freed him. He will be back down in Firelink Shrine, and we will go talk to him after we beat the Gargoyles. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we will get our Ring of Favor and Protection. Not really sure if I should equip it, because I have plans for other rings. But on the same note, it could be worth it. Especially if you are new, never played this game, put the ring on, it will help you immensely. But that is actually all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And as always, take care. Bye bye.